Uh, this is Margaret Ann Windsor, kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 1941, brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of a murdered twin. Carl and Peggy were murdered. I was given the name of Peggy, and that's the name I still have to use. Uh, her last name was Dempsey, and I have to use Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. Maybe one day I can get my name restored. Uh, Here's what I wanted to say on this one, though. A double married Wallis Simpson, a look-alike, an imposter. So they're imposters. By the way, if you see that Hustler magazine, it was because I wrote a book, malpractice book unpublished, about mind control murders done in patterns. And the reason it's unpublished, I was almost killed and had a letter from the FBI, ongoing investigation, national security involved. Oh, am I putting? Yeah, that's going up. Excuse me. This is my father here, Edward VIII. He abdicated. It was a forced abdication. And there was an addendum to it, which is all legal. It went into a court, and there was a lot surrounding the takedown of my father. He was forced out illegally. And Churchill burned the files. My birth, well, I don't, anyway, my father was married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, sister to artist George O'Keefe, an American, a school teacher, by the way. That's who my father married. Now then, this imposter and this woman, Wallis Simpson, became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, which is an illegal title. In other words, with the help of my Uncle George, Elizabeth's father, who's illegal, George VI, who helped kidnap me with Rockefellers and Rothschilds, Kennedys, Roosevelt, the New World Order, Illuminati. And Elizabeth has maintained all that and will not speak of it. They just don't speak of it, okay? So she's illegal. Her father was. But, and they helped take down my father, all this, and shut up. Now, my question here is, through all of this, here's my dad. All the lies have been told, and his daughter, me kidnapped. I'm Victoria II, heir of the British crown, throne. And I am legal the day I was born, and then they kidnapped me, and so that pretty much wiped out what my father could do. Look what happened to him and my mom. This is the family they took me to in Moulton, Alabama. This is me later in high school. I had to call mother a woman who killed her twins. How's that? They were born out of wedlock. Now, here's what I wanted to say. Who is, a lot of people know about this, but who in the heck is this man, the imposter that married Wallis Simpson? Who is he? What's his name? Really, that's my dad right here. This is the look-alike, the double. I'd like to know his name. And he and Wallis are buried on the grounds at Windsor Castle. I can see it now. If I said, dig them up, it's the day of DNA. Let's prove this whole thing, who he is. If you can get someone to do the DNA and make sure it's done right, not like was done to Anastasia up here in Charlottesville, Virginia, my cousin, by the way. That needs looked into, who really was behind kidnapping and killing my family, Tsar Nicholas, the Romanovs. By the way, Rasputin, a lot's been said about that, and I have written about mind control murders and the use of mind control. And if you look back, I'm pretty sure Rasputin, he was using it himself, mind control. They were trying to lie about Victoria. Well, excuse me, Alexandra, I'm sorry. Well, the whole family. You have to defame someone like they did my dad and pretend they're not good. Tsar Nicholas was a good man, and his wife. And then Anastasia, the whole family was really wiped out in the end. Um, but anyway, I was saying about getting back to this. Why not dig them up? I mean, they've done all this to me, and I am the legitimate heir. Done all this to me. There's a couple of criminals here, for goodness sake. They lived a darn good life, too. I had some pictures of, but I'm not going to look that up right now. Plus a movie that, what's her name? I can't think of her name. Madonna did. It's not funny. It's so ludicrous. She made the movie not long ago, a few years back, The Duke and Duchess of Windsor. And she went on camera saying that something about she thought the Duchess was treated so mean. This was a spy, American spy. And the double that took, well, helped try to take down the British government. They sure did all they could, and then the kidnapping of me came about. So now I guess I'm babbling. It's about 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock. But I thought, all this can be done to me and my dad and to the British and to my sons, by the way. Dig them up. Dig them both up. They don't belong there. They should have been tried as war criminals. See if you can find DNA from him, and for goodness sakes, let's know who he really is. All right?